CC Winans. If you want to have a Super Bowl halftime all about Jesus, promotes positive image, encouragement, fantastic music. CC Winans, first ballot Hall of Famer, if I could use that terminology for all the sports nerds that are out there. First ballot Hall of Famer. That's the first person you call. And if it's not the first person you call, that's on the very, very short list of people that are being called to do a Super Bowl show. I'm saying Forrest Frank because I'm taking advantage of the momentum of the moment. And the fact that Charlie Kirk actually on his show referred to Forrest Frank and saying, I kind of like his music. He has good lyrics, and I'm encouraged by the things that he's doing because he's reaching the young generation. You can play that soundbite all the way up into the Super Bowl as an endorsement for Forrest Frank. So I think you got to have Forrest Frank on the roster. CC Winans, obviously. Kirk Franklin, I put him down a little bit on the roster, and I got issues, but they may be my own personal issues with Kirk Frank. And so I definitely think that those are two that you need to have in mind. And, female representation. I think that CeCe Winans does a fantastic job of portraying what biblical femininity is. I think that, obviously a woman pastor and, her church, I wouldn't necessarily rock with all that. But at the same time, we're thinking about some broad cultural themes that are here. You mean to tell me that you couldn't work this out? I think that Corey Asbury is not on anybody's top 25 list in terms of cultural commentators and people who are speaking into the moment that would have been artists that people would have galvanized around. CeCe Winans one. Forrest Frank one. Is there a third artist that you can think of that should have been there? I mean, obviously Erskin music, but a third artist that you can think of that has a cultural and powerful voice. And maybe even to a certain, are people wanting to throw Skillet in there? Is there a conservative voice that is a country music or pop voice that is sort of mainstream enough and they kind of do a collaborative thing that's going on there? Surely with the multi-million dollars that people are looking at, this situation can be worked out. And if Forrest Frank comes in the room and says, I don't want to make a dime from this, I'm just doing this for Jesus. Sure, we'll just write that off and use that budget somewhere else. Praise the Lord. Thank you for your service to the Lord. You mean to tell me they couldn't get this worked out? I think the reason why it couldn't get worked out is because Corey Asbury wasn't a part of it. This is my story. I'm sticking to it.
Christian circles, as some saw it as a missed opportunity and unnecessary division when unity was needed. But
see, I don't think the issue was about division. I think that's a smokescreen. I think you're hiding behind, we didn't have a unanimous front there, and our visions were not aligned, and we were unable to work together because we didn't want this moment to be politically hijacked.
For Asbury and Frank, the stakes were too high to compromise. Asbury reaffirmed their commitment to move forward independently, maintaining the spiritual purity of their vision, even if it meant rejecting political partnerships.
Tom, I need you, Tom, because Jesus Rebrand is telling me about the spiritual purity of their vision.